Have you ever wondered why we sleep? What happens to our bodies when we dream? And how can we hack our sleep for an extra boost? Well, today I'm diving into the fascinating world of sleep science to uncover the answers. And here's the kicker. Going to show you how this knowledge can help us all get a better night's rest and wake up feeling like $1,000,000. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets of sleep, keep watching. Now, let's start by addressing a common question. Why do we need to sleep in the first place? After all, we spend almost a third of our lives snoozing. Well, sleep isn't just a time for our eyes to get droopy and our jaws to hit the floor. It's a fundamental biological process that's just as essential for our survival as eating, drinking, and breathing. During sleep, our bodies carry out essential repairs, restore energy levels, and strengthen our immune system. But that's not all. Sleep plays a critical role in processing memories, consolidating learning, and even influencing our emotions. In fact, research has shown that people who get enough sleep are more likely to have positive emotions, better concentration, and increased productivity. On the other hand, sleep deprivation can lead to negative emotions, impaired cognitive function, and decreased physical performance. So basically, if we want to look and feel our best, we need to prioritize sleep. Speaking of sleep, did you know that there are different sleep cycles, and each cycle has its unique brainwave pattern and physiological changes? Well, if you don't know, now you do. As we drift off to sleep, our brain waves slow down, and we move from wakefulness to light sleep and then to deep sleep. This cycle repeats itself throughout the night, with each cycle lasting approximately 90 to 120 minutes. But here's where things get interesting. During the first half of the night, we spend more time in deep sleep, which is when our bodies do most of their repairing and restoring. As the night goes on, we spend more time in REM sleep, which is when we're most likely to dream and our brain processes memories and emotions. Understanding these sleep cycles can help us optimize our sleep and wakefulness. For example, by scheduling important tasks for times when we're most alert, we can make the most of our energy. Similarly, by being aware of our sleep cycles, we can develop healthy sleep habits and ensure that we're getting the right amount of rest. That brings us to an important point. How much sleep do we really need? Well, according to the National Sleep Foundation, most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night. However, it's important to note that sleep needs vary from person to person. Some people may function well on 6 hours of sleep, while others may need 10 hours. It's essential to listen to our bodies and get the amount of sleep that we need to feel our best. But what happens when we don't get enough sleep? Well, the consequences can be significant. Sleep deprivation can lead to a range of physical and mental health problems, including obesity, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, depression, and anxiety. It can also impair our cognitive function, leading to problems with concentration, memory, and decision-making. Not to mention the dark circles under our eyes and the bags under our eyelids. Let's face it, nobody looks their best when they're sleep-deprived. So how can we ensure that we're getting enough sleep? One approach is to establish a regular sleep schedule. Our bodies thrive on routine, and going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate our internal body clock. This consistency makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up, even during weekends. Another approach is to create a relaxing bedtime routine. This could include taking a warm bath, reading a book, or practicing mindfulness. By engaging in these calming activities, we signal to our bodies that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Speaking of winding down, let's talk about one of the biggest sleep disruptors out there, caffeine. We all love our coffee and energy drinks, but it's important to be aware of how they affect our sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning that it can still be in our systems, keeping us up by the time we want to go to bed. To avoid any interference with our sleep, it's best to avoid caffeine after lunch or opt for decaffeinated options in the afternoon and evening. Another approach to ensuring quality sleep is to optimize our sleep environment. This means keeping our bedrooms cool, dark, and quiet. If you're lucky enough to have a spare room, you can turn that into a guest room and use that instead of your bedroom. That way you can sleep in peace without having to hear your guests snoring next to you. Now let's talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart: blue light. As an optometrist, I've seen firsthand how blue light from our screens can wreak havoc on our sleep. Blue light suppresses the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycle. This means that using our phones, tablets, and computers before bed can make it harder to fall asleep. To combat this, we can install blue light filters on our devices or wear blue light blocking glasses in the evening. Finally, let's address the elephant in the room: screen time. We all love our Netflix and chill sessions, but it's important to be mindful of how close to bedtime we're watching. The blue light emitted from our screens, as we mentioned earlier, can interfere with our sleep. Additionally, the stimulating content can make it harder to relax and fall asleep. To strike a balance, we can set limits on our screen time and ensure that we're taking breaks to rest our eyes and minds. In conclusion, sleep is a fundamental aspect of our overall health and well-being. Prioritizing sleep and adopting healthy sleep habits, such as maintaining a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, avoiding caffeine and blue light before bed, and setting limits on screen time can significantly improve our sleep quality. So let's embrace the power of sleep and make it a priority in our daily lives. Remember, a good night's sleep is the foundation for a productive, healthy, and happy day. As we wrap up our discussion on the science of sleep, I want to leave you with one final thought. Sleep is not merely a biological necessity, but a gateway to a better, more vibrant life. When we prioritize sleep, we open ourselves up to a world of benefits. From improved physical health and cognitive function to increased productivity and emotional well-being, it's an investment in ourselves that pays dividends in every aspect of our lives. But here's the thing: understanding the science of sleep is only the first step. The real challenge lies in applying this knowledge to our daily routines. It requires discipline, patience, and a genuine commitment to prioritizing sleep. But the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, ready to tackle the day with energy and enthusiasm. Picture yourself performing at your best, whether it's acing an important presentation, crushing a workout, or simply enjoying a heartfelt conversation with loved ones. Your sleep sets the stage for all of these experiences. However, I understand that putting these principles into practice can be easier said than done. Life gets in the way. We have responsibilities, deadlines, and commitments that demand our attention. But it's in those moments that we must consciously choose to prioritize sleep. It's a choice that will undoubtedly be met with short-term sacrifices, but the long-term benefits far outweigh any temporary inconveniences. As you continue on your journey to mastering the science of sleep, remember to be kind to yourself. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt, but with persistence and an unwavering commitment to your own well-being, you can create a life that revolves around healthy sleep habits. In the grand tapestry of life, sleep is the golden thread that binds our physical, mental, and emotional health together. Nurture this thread, cherish it, and watch as it weaves a life of vitality, productivity, and joy. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening exploration of the science of sleep. Until next time, sleep well and embrace the transformative power of a good night's rest.